Hi everyone, I am Heather Day in Cape Breton, Nova Scotia. Recently I have posted several different videos on cutting open knife blades, and I've had a lot of people asking me how I do it. I've put in the posts I've put in there the descriptions how to do it, but I've had several people asking me if I could do another video. When I did those original ones, I was doing it for another girl on the forum, so I just assumed that we all knew how to do them. But anyway, so I am going to show you today. This is a solid knife handle, and I'm going to show you how to cut these open from start to finish, and we will kind of assess it from there. But the first thing I want to stress above all things is safety. When I'm cutting anything, grinding anything, I am always wearing my mask, as dirty as it is. And I have my glasses, and whether you wear safety glasses, I need these for up close and everything. But I've also made a full face visor because of the pieces that are still pinging up and hitting me in the face and everything. I made this. This is just a piece of overhead sheet, like a transparency, and an old headband. And all I did was I glued it all together, so now it can become my visor. So anyway, I wanted to talk to you about that first because of the stuff that is in these things. Because this is a solid one, there's a lot of cement, a lot of dust that comes out of it and everything. And it's not the best thing to be breathing in. So you really, really, really want to make sure that you are safe in doing what you're doing. And that your eyes are protected, your lungs, and all of that stuff. So anyway, let's head on over to the bench, and we'll get this all set up, and we'll get started. Okay, so here we are back over at the bench. I have a, I kind of went through and kind of redid my shop so that it's a little bit more organized. This area here, this is my dirty station. So it's my cleanup room. I've got a sink and everything in here to kind of do all of that stuff. So I found that I was getting a lot of dust and dirt and everything in on top of all my other stuff. So I moved it out of that room. So I was blessed to have another room that I can set up all my dirty stuff, which is my drilling, my grinding, all of that stuff. So anyway, so I've got my vise bolted down onto a counter here. And what I have done, I don't know if you can see this, hopefully we can get it focused. I have drawn a line all across the tips of this on both sides. And what I did with that is I just mounted my knife into my vise, got it all tightened in there. Then I just took my marker and I scored it in certain areas along it. And then I just took my ruler and I just did my straight line. Because you just want to have a straight edge when doing this. So when I get this going here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start right in this area here, right on the tip. And I'm going to kind of grind that area through. Again, remember, this is a solid handle. So there's going to be a lot of dust and everything that's coming through here. So I'm going to kind of come up onto this tip here. And then I'm going to cut straight across until I get to the very end. Now, I have my blade still on here. I had, when I first started doing this, I used to heat solder them off. But I found because of what I was doing, many times I didn't need to do that because I can get right to the tip of it. Now, this being a solid one, it's going to be a little bit different. But anyway, so we're going to see, I'm going to cut through here. I'll start this. I'm not going to record the whole thing of me cutting this, but you're going to see me starting it and where I get to and stuff. I'll pause it, flip it over, do the other side, and then I'll show you the next step of that, okay? Okay, so I have my glasses on, I have my mask on, I have my visor on. So now I'm going to start going, like I said, just at this tip part. I'll go for a little bit, and then we'll stop it, and then I'll flip it over to the other side. So I'm just using a regular Dremel, just like that. So nothing, sorry for the noise. Okay, so I've got my two pieces cut apart. So I hope I kind of got mixed up on whether I had paused it or not. So anyway, there's my two pieces. It gives you the general idea. There's the stuff that came out of the inside of this, that sat down inside of that. So again, what I was doing, I was just kind of prying it apart so it sat together. I'll get this back together. It was all together like that on the blade. And I just took my screwdriver and I just got into it and I just kept prying it apart, prying it apart, prying it apart until it all came apart. So the whole thing, there's what your pieces look like. So there's the inside of it. Here's your outside of it. So now what I do is I take this to the flattening bar that Suzanne has on her 3D press, and I'm going to flatten this all down. So I'm going to pause you again, and we'll go from there.